everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Liz. In this week's video, I'm going to share with you yet another antique jewelry sourcing haul. And this week we had visited Manning, South Carolina. It is a very small, quaint town. Many of you have not heard of it. In fact, I've never even heard of it, but we drove there because there is a wonderful dear friend that opened up a jewelry store there, and she sells lots of contemporary jewelry. It is wall to wall packed with beautiful, gorgeous contemporary jewelry that she beautifully curates. Now she carries large bags that you can buy at $10, $20, $30, and they are wearable pieces. So if you are a flea market person, if you do swap meets, if you are a boutique owner, or just sell online, this place is definitely a place for you to go and buy yourself a load of jewelry. Her name is Deb, and she does have her sister that helps her out at the store. So I like to say it is a fabulous little sister-run little boutique in Manning, South Carolina. So guys, the unfortunate part about her store is that she does not sell antique jewelry per se. She did a private little viewing for me, and I was able to source quite a bit of pieces from her personal collection. I was able to sit through for about 2 hours and find gorgeous pieces. So I'm not going to talk anymore. We're going to get right into it. I found, well, credit to my hubby because he actually found this in one of the bins. This is an incredible Czech glass, gorgeous pendant, guys. I mean, look at the size of this. I'm trying to not hit my mic. I did that the last time and it was quite annoying. Oh my goodness. Now it gets even better, guys. I took my black light to this pendant, and all of these green cabs are uranium, meaning they contain uranium in there, so they glow. So that is fabulous. Here's the back. And I am in love with just the beauty of this. Look at the setting. It is so well done. Beautiful little Rolo chain attached. I screamed when I turned these around. I don't really get excited too much for rhinestone jewelry, but every once in a while something does catch my eye and it really makes me excited. And it's these. Can anybody guess what these are? These are signed Schiaparelli. Right there. Very hard to see, guys, but these are beautiful. I left. And that's what they look like on. They are just so beautiful. Nice large size. So if you collect Schiaparelli, these will be available on Friday. The next piece I got, and I believe this is a 100% Miriam Haskell milk glass brooch. Here is the back. And it does have a little bit of verdigris. In fact, it's become one of her markers for her jewelry is the verdigris. We can see all of the wired beads. Just a beautiful, nice, large brooch. Next up, we have possibly another Miriam Haskell. I will have to get this one confirmed, but I'm pretty sure that it is a Miriam Haskell. Here is the back. And these are all little pink glass, kind of like mottled pink glass beads. This is a wonderful Arthur Pepper snake signed scarf / brooch. You can see his signature is right here. And he is wonderful. He has a jeweled red eye, beautiful condition. Then she brings this out. She's like, do you have any interest in this? And I'm like, let's see. It's a 3-piece Whiting and Davis. I know the light is really reflecting those stones. This is heliotrope stone, and this is a sign Whiting and Davis. Hang on, there's earrings that match. So here are the earrings. This is a necklace. and I think it's quite lovely. Silver tone has the original safety chain, and it is fabulous, guys. It appears as if it's never been worn. Then my husband, another score for Dave. He dug this out of the bin, and this is a sterling silver, mid-century. I believe they call this a fetish necklace. And here is the catch. It's almost like liquid silver, and that is how it looks. And these are beautiful, guys. Next up is this fabulous Art Deco period Czech glass brooch. Look at that pin, guys. I have never seen quite a pin that large. This is probably about 5 inches wide. And the stones in the back are opened. Next up are these earrings that I had to take to the Facebook group for some confirmation. And I do believe that these are Shriners, guys. Shriner glass cab earrings. Here are the backs. Beautiful, beautiful. Shriner has, the sawtooth setting. They use really high quality beads and cabochons. And then there is, most times, not all the time, they usually have this sort of bracing construction, almost like, I don't know, just like you see how it's a circle, then there's like a brace there. You'll see that in some Shriner pieces. Someone did write back stating that, well, it doesn't have a donut hole on the earrings, and we can see the earrings here have 3 holes. Well, the lady who's the admin, I believe that she's a very experienced, knowledgeable Shriner expert, said that not all of Shriner earrings had the donut holes. Other designers use the donut holes in their designs, so it's not particularly a rule out that it is or isn't Shriner. So with that, I am going to believe from my personal research and her really not admitting that they're not Shriner, that these are. Next up is this gorgeous clear crystal Juliana brooch. This is a little turtle, and this is a verified Juliana. I have not seen the clear one, guys. I've seen the blue, I've seen the green. I have not particularly seen the clear one. And the clear one is just exceptional. Put on that's how large he is. Isn't that beautiful? Next up is this antique sterling silver guilloche ring. Let's see if I can just put her on and you guys can see. She is beautiful, guys. I love finding period rings. I think I'm a ring girl, clearly you can see that. And this one is by far just so delicate and just so beautiful. Okay. You guys always love the bracelets in my shows. They're one of the first things that sell when I start my lives, and for good reason. I pull some really great bracelets, but here is this Celro bracelet, guys. Is that not fabulous? That is how thick and chunky it is. And I'm guessing this is a little Tibetan men. I don't know. They have like little earrings, or women. Not sure. Next up, we have this Art Deco sterling hallmarked blue paste bracelet. Absolutely lovely. Look at that. Look at that. There's the back. This is what we would call like a Riviere style, which many of them come in necklaces, but it's very, very rare we see a nice large bracelet in the Riviere. Okay, guys, this one is so adorable. This is an Art Deco celluloid demi-porure set. So here is the brooch. Here are the earrings. I'll put the brooch And then here are the earrings. They are screwbacks, nice large size. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, guys, so after this store in Manning, we went to Somerton, South Carolina, and that was about maybe 15, 20 minutes. We went driving right past the lake. It was a beautiful day. And another quaint little town. There was only maybe one or two antique shops there. We only went to one because they were the only ones open that day. Found some treasures, and so I'm going to show you. This is a gorgeous Art Deco period rock crystal reverse carved brooch. I could not believe this. How beautiful this is. Here's the back. This is just beautiful. I think I have it upside down. It's one of the prettiest things I have ever seen. And guys, I love collecting rock crystal from the Deco period. It is one of my all-time favorite things to source and to collect. I'm excited about this one. The gentleman who rang me out knew the lady who brought in most of these pieces, and she happened to be a German lady who had quite an extensive collection of antique and vintage jewelry. And as he was checking me out, he told me about this piece, saying, "Oh, I know about that piece." She kept talking about this piece, and it was extremely special. And I said, "Oh," he goes, "Yeah." He said she believes that it came from France and it was designed by, I couldn't remember what he said, but here it says déposé. Déposé marked on jewelry just means that a designer registered their work in Europe. And this is a fur clip, guys. So this would just pop up, and it has like these prongs, these very pointy prongs, so that it can grab onto the fur. Back in the 40s and 50s, women would wear these fur wraps, and this could either have helped close it or just adorned it in some way. You can still wear this regardless of a fur. You can put this on a jacket. You can put it on, on your collar. You can put it on a handbag. You can put it in the center and use it as a belt. So there's so many ways to wear shoe clips, fur clips, guys, dress clips. I'll have to do a video showing you how I would personally style. Maybe that'll be my next video. I'll show you how I style all of these gorgeous pieces. So this is just exceptional. Next up, I found this gorgeous Art Deco lariat necklace. There's kind of spinning. Let's hold them still. And I am in absolute love with it. So basically you would just take this, spin it, and tuck it under. And this is just incredible, guys. Art Deco 1930s, sterling silver, glass lariat necklace. Here we have an Art Deco genuine carved shell cameo bracelet. I am in love with this one. I absolutely love this bracelet. Here's the back. You can see real cameo is very translucent when you pull it up to the light. And this one's in gorgeous condition, guys. I am a sucker for lucite, clear glass, rock crystal, you name it. And I found these flapper length clear glass with black glass beads, beaded necklace. This is about 45 inches long. So much to do with these guys. You can double them, triple them, put them in a knot. These are just so, so beautiful. Look at that. Okay, I thought these were charming. These are West German little petty point pocketbook earrings. They're signed West German at the back. They're signed West German at the back. And they are the cutest little earrings. I almost missed this and not sure why, but she was sort of tucked inside a little box, and I asked to see the locket because I'm always looking for lockets. I do a lot of Victorian jewelry, so naturally I'm going to look at lockets. And this was pulled out, and I thought it was Czech, but then we turn it around, and it's Miriam Haskell, and I couldn't believe it. I have not seen another Miriam Haskell locket. I don't think ever. I'm sure they exist, but I personally have not even seen any Miriam Haskell lockets in my lifetime. And there it is. Then, of course, I'm a sucker for anything hand painted, cameo related. I happen to find this French hand painted beauty. She is hand painted on porcelain, and I should probably test this for gold. Most of these were gold, guys. I don't know. Always test your jewelry. You know, I paid about $20 for an acid kit from Amazon. And I tell you guys, there's so many things that I have found in the wild sourcing that wound up being genuine sterling and genuine gold. So sometimes people don't have, if they're elderly especially, they just don't have the know-how or even the patience to do it. So a lot of things go unnoticed. And so you can probably find more than likely a lot of gold and a lot of sterling if you test it. And then here is this Russian hand painted. It's hand painted on mother of pearl. Here's the back. I think she's so pretty. And then I found this piece and I was just giggling inside because this is like my second time finding one. This is a Victorian sterling silver Tussie Moosey. And you're like, what the heck is a Tussie Moosey? Well, there's an interesting story about a Tussie Moosey. So here is the pin. Let me show it to you first. It has a trombone clasp. So I believe this is probably made in France. It's hallmark sterling there below. Tussie Moosey goes back all the way to the medieval ages, but they were mostly recognized in the Victorian era where the streets were completely unsanitary and there was so much odor and the Black Plague was going on. There was so much happening that women would put flowers and hold them to their nose. This is also called a nosegay. So it has a couple of different names, but basically women would just hold flowers to their nose. And some of it had herbs. So it was very healing, therapeutic, but it would help to dispel the foul smells of the streets. So go figure. Victorian times was really, really um, interesting if you read about how they lived and how the streets were. The streets were completely filthy and there was so much disease going on at the time, guys. Things were so unsanitary that it just bred even more sickness. And so um, women would fill these with little flowers. Women and men would fill these with flowers and hold it up to their nose just so they can breathe something pleasant. And I absolutely love it. And so these things open up and you can stick your little flowers right in there. It has two compartments that open up here. Just pop it right open. There we go. So those two compartments open and then you stick your little stems in there and then you can pin it. You can wear it as a boutonniere as well. Gentlemen would wear it as a boutonniere. Works well for weddings if you wanted to be, spiffy and just put on a little Tussie Moosey. So now I'm saving one of the best pieces for last, guys. These are Victorian 1880s gold-filled amethyst earrings. So the earrings are screwbacks, and this is how they look on. These are the kind of buys that really, really excite me. If I can find these like every day, it would be a dream. But I have a whole tray, guys, of gold filled jewelry here. I'm not going to go through all of it. There are quite a bit of pieces in here, but I will show you some of the key pieces in the tray. This beautiful Victorian garnet necklace, book chain style. This is 10 karat gold filled in exceptional condition. This is also 10 karat gold filled. This is a watch fob necklace. It has the spinning carnelian, genuine onyx watch fob on this mesh necklace. This is just beautiful, guys. Here is another Victorian watch fob, genuine jade and carnelian, 10 karat gold filled necklace. And then we have beautiful Victorian bangles, guys. Look at these bangles. Gorgeous. All right, guys, I can definitely keep on going. There are way many more pieces here to show you, but I want to keep some pieces as a surprise for the show. There's trays upon trays, and I wanted to really share with you some of the more special pieces that will be featured in the live this Friday. Remember, it is at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I've been kind of going between 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. I think I'm going to stick back to my 6 p.m. time slot. A lot of people have not caught on that I was doing 5 p.m. So they were coming late and missing out on some stuff. So I'm going to switch back and just keep it at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. And I'm really excited about this one. I am so proud of this collection. I say that with all my collections, but there are some pieces that are really just special to my personal heart. And so I hope that you guys can all join me and my husband, who helps me out, on Friday on Whatnot. I will put all of my links in the description box below. Here up here is my user ID name. So if the links don't work for whatever reason, you can search for me up here by New York _archive. And follow me on my other socials. Follow me on Instagram. My name is right here. If you follow me on Instagram, I post lots of sneak peeks of all the collections that are coming out, all of the key pieces like I do in this video. So if you miss any, you could always hit the highlight for that week and just play it through and see everything that will be featured in the show. All right, guys, that is it for now. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. I'll see you guys in my next video.